What's up guys, welcome back again to another video. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 top open world games you want to play on the PlayStation 5. Now, so many of you might know GTA 6 has been delayed again according to Rockstar in the trailer 2. It's going to be released May 26, 2026, so we are hopeful, but there are some rumors that it has been delayed again. I'm not so sure. When it comes to open world game on the PlayStation 5, it definitely hits harder. The maps are massive, the details is insane, so good. Basically what developers do is that they just take it to the next level, which is way more better. So here are some top open world games you want to play on the PlayStation 5. The story of Cal Kestin continues in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, a galaxy-spanning third-person action-adventure game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts. It is the direct sequel to the 2019 Star Wars Fallen Order, following the journey of Jedi Knight Cal Kestin 5 years after previous game. Jedi Survivor takes the solid foundation from Fallen Order and builds it into something that feels like a proper Star Wars epic. And the combat have improved significantly. Kai now has multiple stances: single blade, double blade, blaster, dual wielding, cross guard, and each one of them changes how you approach fights, and switching mid combat becomes essential against tougher enemies. Kobo is the main hub world and it's massive. You've got this whole container situation going on, recruiting different NPCs, unlocking new features in a town that actually grows as you progress. The story hits harder this time and Kyle's crew feels more developed, their techniques are more better, even the villains are threatening, and there are some genuine emotional moments that caught me off guard. If you actually love Fallen Order, then Survival is the sequel you'll be waiting for. Horizon Forbidden West is a 2022 action role-playing game developed by Guerrilla Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. This game is the sequel to the 2017 hit Horizon Zero Dawn, continuing the story of machine hunter Aloy as she travels to post-apocalyptic frontier to find source of mysterious and deadly plague. The Guerrilla Games basically showed up with this one. The Forbidden West is jaw-droppingly gorgeous. We are talking amazing underwater exploration, good graphics, the combat are smooth, and seriously, Horizon Forbidden West has some of the most detailed character models in any open world game, and the machine varieties on this game actually got some upgrades as well. The tribes you meet in the West has their own polity, cultures, and problems. If you love open adventure, then Forbidden West is there for you.
Titles paying good money to cleanse. What the?
If you are familiar with Sucker Punch Ghost of Tsushima, a game that took place in ancient Japan battle between Mongols, and if you actually fell in love with it just like me, then you'll definitely fall in love with the Ghost of Yote, because to me, Ghost of Yote is the upgraded version of the Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Yote is a 2025 action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch Production and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It is a standalone sequel to the 2020 Ghost of Tsushima. Like I said earlier, Sucker Punch doesn't miss when it comes to atmosphere. They know how to make you feel like you're watching a movie, not a game. And moving the timeline forward as you progress in this game opens new opportunity, new ability, new weapon, and new enemies to face. Whatever it is you love so much about Ghost of Tsushima, you will definitely find more of that on the Ghost of Yote. This time around, you're not playing as a male character just like the Ghost of Tsushima. You're going to be playing as a female character, and seriously, she has a lot of skill. The realistic blood effect and the smooth combat of this game makes it one of the best games when it comes to fighting in games. Now, Ghost of Tsushima is already one of the best open world games you'll find on PlayStation. The combat is clean, the visuals are stunning, and the photo mode legendary. And the fact that we also have animal companion this time around is just so amazing. So the fact that they actually built on that foundation with new mechanics, you should expect it to be really great. The open world in this game is really massive and it comes alive, and don't even get me started on the unique techniques. It's so cool. In my opinion, this is one of those games that will make you want to probably upgrade to the PlayStation 5 if you're still stuck with the PlayStation 4. This story basically took place in the Mount of Yote, an area filled with sprawling grasslands, snowy tundras, and a lot more. You definitely want to try it out.
Filed since I left grad school.
Hey! Shows for paying customers only.
Okay, here. Get dressed. All right.
Hurry up. Get changed, all right? This is the biggest day of your sorry little life.
Hey, man.
So we really doing this shit?
Frank, come on. Next door. Ah, our network hacker. Don't be fooled by the CRT and...
GTA 5 is one of those games that doesn't really need introduction. This game has been around ever since PlayStation 3 and has just been upgraded ever since then, and it's definitely looking good on the PlayStation 5, which makes it still worth playing even till this day. And for the fact that Rockstar is still delaying GTA 6, GTA 5 is just one game that's gonna keep you busy for the meantime. I've played this game countless times on the PlayStation 5, and I'm concluding by saying GTA 5 is ridiculously looking fun on the PlayStation 5. It was first released 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and has been re-released ever since then, and the visual upgrades actually make a difference. The 3 protagonist system in this game still haven't been matched by anyone else. Switching between Franklin midlife crisis, Michael's ambition, and Trevor's absolute chaos is just so fun. This is one of the secrets how this game has been able to create this dynamic story that never gets boring whenever you play. Each of these characters has their own vibe, their own mission, and their own different parts of Los Santos that actually feels like home. And speaking of Los Santos City, this is one of the most insanely detailed cities in gaming history. There's something happening everywhere, random events with strangers requesting for weird requests, and as for GTA Online, it's basically its own game at this point. The amount of content in this game is overwhelming in the best way. This is one of those games you don't need people telling you about, you definitely have to try it out yourself. GTA 5 takes things to the next level when it comes to open world games, and the open world is so alive. This game is so fun to the extent most of the times you find yourself distracted from the main goal of the game. Yes, it happens to me a lot, like a free roam, just basically doing whatever you want to do because the city is so alive. And if you're one of those people that love car race games, then you would definitely fall in love with GTA 5. In this game, you get to do a lot of racing, and this game has one of the best driving mechanics you'll find in any open world game. Driving a car in this game just almost feels like real life. The PS5 version of GTA 5 runs at 60 frames per second, haptic feedback on the controller, and genuinely faster loading time. So if you've been waiting for another excuse to return back to Los Santos, or somehow you just didn't experience it, this is the best version of the game that defines an entire generation of open world design. I honestly don't think there's any gamer out there that haven't played GTA 5, but if somehow you haven't tried it, then the PlayStation 5 version of GTA 5 is definitely the right one for you to go for.
Been a while, boy.
Come on, watch it. I'll sleep. What?
Need your horse, mister.
I am totally convinced that Red Dead Redemption 2 ruins other open world game for me. This game feels so real. Rockstar spent 8 years making this game, and you can feel every single one of those years in every detail. And honestly, this is one of those games that is carefully planned, organized, and published, because everything works perfectly fine in this game. Fishing and hunting are two things I really love so much about this game. You can actually go fishing and you can actually go hunting. There are a lot of things you can do in the open world because this game has so much to offer. And Otto Morgan might be my favorite protagonist in gaming. Watching this man's journey, his struggles with loyalty, his slow realization about Dutch is genuinely emotional storytelling. And the voice actor, Roger Clark, absolutely crushed it. But beyond the story is how alive the world feels. Random encounters that doesn't feel scripted, animals that actually behave like animals, and weathers that change the moods of everything. I've spent hours riding through the wilderness, hunting, fishing, getting into bar fights, completely ignoring the main mission. The camp system gives you this fan family that you actually care about. Hearing everyone's story, watching relationship evolve, contributing to the community actually make later part of the game hit so much harder. This Old West open world game is a must-play game on the PlayStation 5. And I want to say this, the fact that Otto Morgan lost his life and you then has to switch to John in the game is actually something I also love about this game. You definitely want to try it out.
I'm waiting, clown.
Final Fantasy Rebirth is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. This game is the final sequel to Final Fantasy Remake and the second planned trilogy of game remarking the 1997 PlayStation game Final Fantasy. Square Enix woke up and decided to make one of the best RPGs ever. Rebirth takes everything Remake established and explodes it around a massive open world that still covers most of the original game iconic locations. If you've played the original back in the days, you'll definitely notice some similarities. Suddenly you've got chocobos to catch, regions to explore, and a party that actually feels like a group of friends on a road trip. The bounty between characters is constant and genuinely funny. The combat system in this game refines what Remake started. Each of the partners plays completely different, so you're never stuck with just one style. Following the journey of Cloud Strife and his allies as they explore the world beyond Midgar is really entertaining. Rebirth open world exploration gave it its position in this top 10 open world games you'll find on the PlayStation 5. So if you're a fan of open world games just looking for something to play, then you just might want to have to consider Final Fantasy Rebirth. It is one of those games that just takes your breath away and you just keep coming back for more and more because you just can't have enough of it. The combats are good, also with the storyline, and the visuals, perfect. In my opinion, this is definitely a must-play game in the PlayStation 5, period.
Hey there, darling. You stepping out on us?
Piss off.
Don't cast the kitten, dollface. We'll let your boyfriend watch. What do you say?
We going to have trouble here?
Trouble started back when you tried to steal our girl, Chief.
You saps aren't careful. You'll end up in wooden overcoats.
Mafia Definitive Edition is a complete build from ground up remake of the original 2002 classic Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven. This particular game was released September 25, 2020. It features a revamped engine, modernized gameplay mechanics, and an expanded story that flashes out its characters and Prohibition era settings. This game feels like GTA game, but this time an old school GTA game. You play as Victor, who was once a taxi driver and later found himself working for a mafia boss. Victor Skeletor is the protagonist of Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. His quick rise from a poor Sicilian immigrant in Empire Bay to a made man in the Falcom crime family alongside his friend Joe Barbaro makes this game one of the games that have the best story out there. Honestly speaking, words alone cannot describe how amazing this game is. You definitely have to try it out yourself. If you are a fan of vehicles in PlayStation game, you will definitely love Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. The driving in this game is really smooth and the open world feels so real. The little issues you'll find here and there in this game are the few glitches, but pretty much every other game has glitches as well, right? And the racing in this game is just top-notch. This game takes racing to a top level. All the times I've played this game, I keep discovering new things, which makes it even more fun. Watch Dogs Legion is a beautiful open-world game that allows you to explore the great city of London. In this game, you find a lot of advanced tech. You can actually hack drones flying in the sky, even vehicles. This is something I really found myself doing a lot, distracting you from the main goal of the game. And as distracting as that might sound, it's still one of the most beautiful things about open world game, the freedom to do whatever you please at any time you choose to. Watch Dogs Legion is a 2020 action adventure game developed by Ubisoft Toronto and published by Ubisoft. It is the sequel to 2016 Watch Dogs 2 and the third installment in the Watch Dogs series. And one beautiful privilege you will enjoy playing Watch Dogs Legion is the ability to recruit NPCs you find on the road, and each NPC you recruit has their own different ideas regarding different missions. They have their own equipment, their own ability. This is why I consider Watch Dogs Legion to be one of those games you will never get tired of playing. You can even go as far as recruiting old peoples, and how they manage to handle combat is something I find so funny. Watch Dogs Legion simply took tech in gaming to the next level, and as of today I have not come in contact with any open world game that did it just like they did.
You have no idea.
If you have been dreaming to have two Spider-Man in one game, then Marvel's Spider-Man 2 made your dream a reality. Spider-Man 2 takes everything great about the first game in Miles Morales, made some upgrades, and somehow makes swinging around New York feels even more better than the old one. The web wings changes everything. You're not just swinging anymore, you're gliding between buildings, catching wing tunnels, transitioning seamlessly into swings without actually touching the ground. Peter's art is handled so well, you actually feel that power difference when that black suit comes on. The combat gets more aggressive and brutal, and there's this constant tension of knowing it's actually changing him. Meanwhile, Miles is out there being the heart of the story, trying to keep everything together in place. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is definitely that game that makes other superhero games feel jealous. This game has the best combats I've seen in superhero games. The combat technique super smooth, and flying around New York City feels so great in this game. And Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is definitely one of the best sequels you find on PlayStation. Regarding how smooth this game feels, I really don't know how they did it, but the team behind this game really did an impressive work. So are you one of those people that love the previous Spider-Man game? Then this Spider-Man 2 is also going to win your heart. Now the last on the list is Death Stranding Director's Cut. Death Stranding Director's Cut is one of those games I would say is not for everyone, but if it clicks for you, then nothing else feels like this. You play Sam Proto Bridges, a delivery guy trying to reconnect isolated city while avoiding invisible monsters, rains that itches everything it touches, and terrorists who literally hate postal service, because in this game you're going to be playing as a delivery guy. It's weird, it's very Kojima, but here's where it gets interesting. The asynchronous multiplayer in this game is great. There's something beautiful about finding a ladder someone else placed, knowing they helped you without even knowing you existed. You're all working together basically without even meeting at all. The director's cut adds a ton of content, new mission, new equipment, a racing track, and quality of life improvement that makes the experience even smoother. The firing range helps you practice combat, which the base game definitely needed. Traversal is the actual gameplay low. Managing your balance, planning routes, choosing what to carry is methodical and meditative. When you finally connect to cities and see all the player structures lights up, that is the payoff right there. I'm going to conclude by saying Death Stranding on its own is an experience, and there's genuinely nothing like it. So those are the top 10 open world games you must play on the PlayStation 5. If you think I missed out some good games, then do it to let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Peace out.